Welcome to Learn Short and Typing with Vikas sir. The Hindu editorial dictation anger is diplomacy. आप लोग डिप्लोमेसी का मीनिंग बता सकते हैं? नहीं आता तो मैं आपको बताता हूँ। एक डिप्लोमेसी क्या होती है कि एक पॉलिटिकल लीडर दूसरी कंट्री से एक डील करता है। उस टेक्टफुल वे को हम कैसे डील करता है उसको बोलते हैं हम डिप्लोमेसी। देखो बेसिकली इसमें क्या बोला गया, जैसे इंडिया और पाकिस्तान को लेकर हमारे जो रिलेशन है काफ़ी अच्छे नहीं हैं, हमें स्टार्टिंग से ही पता है। लेकिन अब कुछ इसमें ये आ गया है कि जैसे आपको पता है कि कश्मीर, पाकिस्तान मानता है कि कश्मीर हमारा है, लेकिन वहाँ पे कुछ सॉलिडरिटी मतलब उसका फ्रीडम बनाते हैं कि, लेकिन अब उनके जैसे फ्रीडम बनाया उन्होंने पाकिस्तान ने, लेकिन कुछ कंपनियां हैं जो उनके फेवर में उन्होंने ट्वीट किया, मतलब उनको फेवर किया पाकिस्तान को। जैसे KFC हो गया, टोयोटा हो गया, उन्हें फेवर किया। लेकिन अब उन्होंने जैसे इंडिया से भी माफ़ी मांगी है और उसी को बारे में है कि देखो क्या बोला, पाकिस्तान एस्टेब्लिशमेंट वाज बिहाइंड MNC कश्मीर ट्वीट्स बट इंडिया शुड हैव शोन रिस्ट्रेंट। लेकिन इंडिया को उसे रोकना चाहिए। इसको डिटेल में डिटेट करेंगे मैं @100 वर्ड पर मिनट। सो बी रेडी, स्टार्ट। The advent of social media has no doubt changed how diplomacy is conducted between countries. Even so, it was surprising that the MEA and the Commerce Ministry put as much energy as they did into ensuring that several multinational companies retracted social media posts their Pakistani distributors had put out last week. The posts that appeared to be part of a coordinated exercise sponsored by the Pakistani establishment were put out on February 5, marked in Pakistan as Kashmir Solidarity Day, and contained what New Delhi termed as the highly offensive messages calling for Kashmiri liberation. The government's outrage was valid given that these companies, including Hyundai, Toyota, KFC, Pizza Hut, and Pharma Major Swed, also have flourishing businesses in India, and it was strange that private MNCs would post such politically charged messaging at all. However, where a sharp word or even a short statement or disapproval would have sufficed, the Modi government decided to go the whole distance, even summoning the Korean ambassador while ensuring that Indian embassies took up the issue with other governments. External Affairs Ministers J. Shankar also raised the matter with his Korean counterpart, who apologized to the Indian people. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal added in Parliament that the original apology by Hyundai India was not adequately forceful or unequivocal. Even as social media consumers in India threatened to boycott products made by the companies concerned. While the government might feel it has achieved its purpose by ensuring the companies and governments involved were contrite about the posts, it must also consider the big picture of how its actions that appear to be at some variance with those of a secure and powerful global player are viewed in the rest of the world. India's claims over Jammu and Kashmir are strong and widely acknowledged, and not so fragile that a few social media posts that appeared only in Pakistan can dent in any way. Second, holding foreign governments in democratic countries to account for the actions of the local distributors of their private companies could have foreseen repercussions. It is also worth considering whether the foreign ministry's resources are better spent in furthering India's interests than on expanding diplomatic capital on short lived controversies such as the MEA's objection to pop star Rihanna's post on the farmer protesters last year. The apologies and statements thus extracted may prove to be a Pyrrhic victory if one considers that the intentions of those behind the obo- obnoxious post in Pakistan aimed at drawing attention to their propaganda on their Kashmir were also met. A quick word with the MNCs might have worked better than a public display of diplomatic opposition. Full stop.